So Bad Bunny's in, and Taylor Swift and Adele are out. How did it happen? We're going to talk about that right here on the ESKO Let's Go podcast. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit the bell, turn on those notifications so you don't miss any new content right here on my channel. All right. So the NFL made the big announcement. Bad Bunny will headline the Super Bowl February 8th, 2026. A big performance, no doubt about it. But what happened to those Taylor Swift and Adele rumors? Well, Adele, I just think she doesn't want to do it. There wasn't any more info than that. The rumors were last week that, the NFL had been talking to her. They've talked to her multiple times about different Super Bowls before, but, Adele has constantly turned them down, and it looks like she turned them down again. Now, Taylor Swift's situation, a little different. They were in some serious talks about her performing at the Super Bowl halftime show, but they just couldn't come to agreement because Taylor Swift, she wants to own everything. She owns all her music, and she wanted to own the rights to her Super Bowl halftime show performance, which the NFL said not going to happen. Not going to happen. If you haven't heard, typically Super Bowl performers, they don't get paid for their performance, right? The trade off is the massive amounts of exposure that one gets from performing at the most watched television show, the Super Bowl, all right? Obviously, Taylor Swift, she got all the exposure she could handle. She really doesn't need the Super Bowl. And you know what? The Super Bowl really, NFL really doesn't need her. I mean, they would love to have her just to add to the whole spectacle of it all and to just keep pushing up those numbers. And obviously, if you get Taylor Swift to perform at your Super Bowl halftime show, those advertising dollars shoot through the roof. All right, but they couldn't come to an agreement. That report about that situation came from British pop culture journalist Rob Schroeder, who says Taylor Swift walked away from talks to headline the Super Bowl halftime show because the NFL allegedly refused to meet her demands for a deal that reflected her value, such as ownership of her performance. Also, they didn't want to give her ad placement for her projects. All right. So we all know how much the Super Bowl charges for commercials and all that stuff, they weren't trying to give up that money to Taylor Swift. So obviously, Taylor Swift's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Which is a shame because obviously we know she would put on an epic halftime show, but I see Taylor Swift's point. I mean, she brought a bunch of her fans already to the NFL for free by dating Travis Kelsey, her soon to be husband. You know what I mean? And the NFL definitely took full advantage of her being at the games, being at the Super Bowl. They got the Taylor Swift cams every week. So, the NFL definitely got a lot out of Taylor Swift already. And she was just asking for a little bit back. And obviously, the NFL wasn't going for that. But, it is what it is, man. So maybe in the near future, maybe they will figure something out. But as of right now, I don't see a Taylor Swift Super Bowl happening anytime soon. Now, let's talk about who is performing the Super Bowl halftime show. Bad Bunny, global, international superstar. He's a superstar in every sense of the word, all right? He's good at everything. I mean, have you watched him wrestle in WWE? He's amazing, all right? His acting chops. He's in Happy Gilmore, too, man. He's been in a couple of movies, man. He's really funny. I think he's just super talented at everything, and it makes a lot of sense as to why the NFL wanted to book him to perform the Super Bowl halftime show because the NFL is trying to go global, people. Yes, they dominate American sports by far, the biggest sport in America, and now they're trying to take their sport, their brand, international. And you can tell by this year alone and the previous years by playing all these international games. I think this year they already played in Brazil. They played in Dublin over the weekend. They got 3 games in London, I believe. They got a game in Germany. They got a game in Spain. And next year, they want to go to Australia. Yeah, they got a game in Australia next year. So the NFL is trying to take over globally. And guess what? You might as well book the biggest global international star, which is Bad Bunny, to perform your Super Bowl halftime show. And if you're wondering about the language barrier, remember, the NFL, they got all the data. They got all the data about who's watching, so they feel very comfortable about Bad Bunny performing their halftime show. as they should, because he's an incredible performer and he's prime. He's in his performing prime right now. He's coming off his iconic Puerto Rico residency. Whether or not you understand what he's saying or not, I think that's the great thing about music and art. You may not fully understand the language, but you can understand when a performer is great. And you'll see how great Bad Bunny is at the Super Bowl. Now, how long ago did they come to agreement with Bad Bunny, considering all the other rumors that were out there? Bad Bunny did an interview with Apple Music. He did say he was holding on for the secret for a while. Him and Jay Z talked. Jay Z actually called him and told him the good news while he was working out. Bad Bunny said he ended up doing like 100 pull ups. Once he got the news that he was the headliner, he was so hyped. So, yeah, it's crazy, man. But I will say this, maybe they knew a couple of weeks ago when SNL announced that he would be the host to kick off the new season of SNL, which is going to happen this Saturday, October 4th, because the Super Bowl is going to be on NBC, which SNL airs on NBC. So, maybe they knew a couple of weeks ago when they announced that he would be the host of SNL, to tie it all in, to make the announcement on Sunday Night Football on NBC, which is the Super Bowl host this year. So maybe they knew a couple of weeks ago, they locked it in, but they wanted to keep floating those Taylor Swift rumors out there for attention. I can see that happening. But it's Bad Bunny performing Super Bowl. He's excited. He doesn't know what he's going to do as of yet for this show in particular. He did say he's going to represent for his culture, which that's what he does best, man. It's going to be an epic show, man. I can't wait to see it. From a radio perspective, his music, I've always been open to playing his music. We're not a Spanish station. My station, we're rhythmic, but I've been open to playing his music because, again, he's a superstar. He's a superstar. I have to play his music, and they slap. His songs freaking bang. I mean, how many songs did we play? We played Mia with Drake, which is a bang. I wonder if he's going to do that. I wonder if he's going to do that one. I hope he does. Mia with Drake was like probably the first Bad Bunny song I played on the radio. We played Moscow Mule, Takiti, you know what I mean? We played basically anytime he got a big record, I'm going to play it, dude. So I'm excited to see Bad Bunny perform. Like I said, he's a superstar, and you're going to see why he is as big as he is. Whether or not you can understand him fully or not, you can't hide the fact that this is an incredible performer. You will recognize that. And he's going to win a lot of people over. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see the reaction to his performance. Like I said, he knows what he's doing. He ain't worried about it. This stage is not big enough for him. He's ready, and we'll see it February 8th at the Super Bowl. Bad Bunny, baby. Can't wait.